Hi, welcome to a quick tutorial on how to resize video in GroovePages. I'll show you how to do this by starting with preconfigured wireframes, embedding your video, and then adjusting the padding controls to get the final size and appearance that you want. Now, what I'm showing you is not the only way to adjust the size of video in GroovePages, but it's the easiest and I think the best way to do it. So I'll also explain how not to resize your videos in GroovePages and why that's the case. So here we are inside our GroovePages account. Let's open up a new site, start from a blank template. And here I already have an embed code, so I can just open up a wireframe. Let's add a block here. And then we need to go back under elements. We need to find our embed code widget, which is down below here. Drag this over. And click to embed. Alright, let's save it. It gives us a big version of me. But sometimes you may want to add a video to the page, but not have it be quite so big. And then the question is, well, what can we do about this? So one thing we can do is we go back under here to our right side menu. We can find the spacing controls and add the padding. So let's make this 8. Let's be sure it's even on both sides. Here we go. Save that one. So now it's a little bit narrower, and you can see how this looks under the different size devices. So the other thing we can do is remember that under the blocks, under the wireframes, they have a lot of different configurations that you can choose from. Like a lot of times if you have, say, testimonial videos, you might want to have 2 of them side by side. So we can do that too. We can drop this down below. And once again, we can find under Elements, find the code embed, and drag this over. And drag this over again. Now, of course, it would be rare that you would want to show 3 copies of the same thing, but I'm going to do that here just to save time. Okay, so now we have our 3 videos here. And again, let's see what happens as we look at the different device configurations in our editor. So still looks good here, still looking good. Here we go. That's the way it would work. All right. So when you use the pre-configured wireframes, the advantage is that it has fairly sensible scaling with it for how the videos will be rendered under the different device types. That's important because this isn't the only, adjusting the padding, as I've shown you, is not the only way that you can adjust the size of a video. For example, we could go under this one and I could say, well, you know, let's go under size for this instead, and it's got a size option, so why don't we just do that? Now let's go ahead and, well, the first thing you notice is that this thing, it's no longer really centered. Well, you know, we've got these red drag handles now, so I can drag this around, and I can push this down here, and hey, I can use these little white squares, these drag boxes or drag handles to resize it and move it around a bit. You know, I mean, who needs to bother with these padding controls? But here, now let's see what happens again when we go through the different devices. Here, whoop, see there's a big change there. This was kind of centered in this space before, but now we've lost that. And here, well, now it's worse. We've got more of an overlap. So this is the problem that you can run into when you decide not to use the padding controls, but decide to use the other sizing methods or the using the drag handles and using these squares to resize the video. The problem you run into is that you can fix it so that it looks good or the way you like it on a desktop, but then you lose all of that when you go to the different devices in your editor. So, how to resize videos the easy way. Number 1, use the preset wireframes, and number 2, adjust the padding to suit. Now, we here already had an embed code for a video in Groove Video, but if you need some basic help on how to use Groove Video with GroovePages, click the link in the info cards for our tutorial on that. So thanks for watching. Leave any questions below, and if you have requests for additional tutorials, let me know in the comments. Thanks again.